This morning on DC News Now, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin proposing a no sanctuary cities budget. What the ban would mean for those seeking protection in the Commonwealth. Temperatures bouncing back into the 40s again this afternoon, but with less wind. Meteorologist Jackie Layer has a look at your weekend forecast. Then a student recovering after an off-campus altercation in Montgomery County, Maryland. The school district's warning to families. Plus, mysterious drones spotted in Bowie and across the country. Security leaders weighing in on the mysterious sightings. And it is the season of giving. How Washington Commanders players are working with police to help make the holiday special.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning, and thanks for starting your Friday with us here on DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Yeah, happy Friday to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James. We'll get the latest on your commute from Shanika in just a moment. Let's start things off with Jackie, who has the latest on the forecast today.
Yeah, as you're heading out on this Friday morning, we made it to the end of the week. You'll want to bundle up. We're starting off with temperatures into those teens and 20s outside of the Beltway in DC. We're starting off right at the freezing mark. It's a little bit colder than we started off the day with yesterday, but at least we have less wind, and that's really all thanks to this high pressure that's continuing to climb its way closer towards our area. That's quieting things down in our atmosphere. We're seeing those mainly clear skies to start. We'll see a few clouds slowly working their way in through the day today. High temperatures, very similar to yesterday, but with less wind. We'll see highs back in the upper 30s to low 40s for your Friday. I have a look ahead towards that weekend forecast coming up. But Shanika's back with the latest on those roadways on this Friday morning. How's it looking at the 6 o'clock hour?
All right, good morning. Happy Friday. Well, it's not going to be an easy commute for folks out on 95 heading north and southbound. Right in this area here near the Welcome Center. This is out of Laurel. You have a crash heading southbound, and that's right near 32. So let's look at your maps. You're seeing heavy congestion, just a lot going on here. You are going to see some red, some yellow spots there. Right now I'm seeing yellow. So that is a good sign, meaning they're working on clearing that situation up. Almost cleared, hopefully. Looking at 95 for the rest of your way through Calverton and heading into College Park. That is clear for the rest of your commute along the Capitol Beltway in the district in Northern Virginia. That is fine as well, guys.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin wants to make sure cities in the state do not become sanctuary cities.
It is one of the budget-related proposals he plans to bring before the State General Assembly. Our Tosin Vakile is live now with more, and Tosin, Youngkin's proposal comes with consequences for agencies that do not comply with this.
Yeah, we're talking state funding going away for these people who do not comply. Youngkin threatening that funding will be withheld from localities who claim to be sanctuary cities or putting practices that hinder cooperation with U.S. immigration and customs enforcement. That is ICE. And Virginia local law enforcement, they have to play their part and do their role. Now, Youngkin's No Sanctuary Cities budget proposal will require local law enforcement, sheriffs, and jail directors to fully comply with ICE detainers and provide notification to ICE 48 hours before the release of an illegal immigrant who commits a crime. This budget proposal adds on the governor's signing of Executive 41. That is a partnership to fight gang violence in Virginia. Now, one political expert talks about a possible impact of this proposal on law enforcement.
There is an idea that if you don't allow for undocumented people to report crimes or to become witnesses about crime, to talk to police officers, then local law enforcement can't do their job as well as they want to.
Now, Youngkin says this proposal would keep Virginia taxpayers from funding local authorities who will not deport undocumented immigrants who have committed violent crimes. Now, a grassroots advocacy organization that supports immigrants calls this proposal by Youngkin a harmful budget proposal and says it puts lives at risk. Now, we do want to let you know, just as a reminder, any amendment whatsoever to the state budget has to go through Virginia's state house. And right now, the state house is mostly Democratic. Coming up in the next hour, you hear Youngkin's words exactly on this proposal after making that announcement yesterday. But for now, we're live in Virginia. I'm Tosin Vakile. Back to you.
All right, Tosin, thank you. Time right now is 6:04. Popular parking app Park Mobile settling a class action lawsuit. The company shelling out more than $32 million, and you could receive some of that money. According to the settlement site, 21 million customers were impacted by a data breach. The lawsuit claims the company failed to protect those customers back in 2021. Hackers reportedly sold personal information like license plate numbers, emails, phone numbers, and addresses. If you received a Park Mobile email or notice in the mail, you are eligible for payment. We put all that information on our website, dcnewsnow.com. If you're interested in filing a claim, just type Park Mobile settlement in the search bar.
Well, WMATA announcing automatic train operations are set to begin on the Red Line this Sunday. Now, this is the first time automatic trains will be used in 15 years. Metro has not used ATO since the deadly 2009 crash near the Fort Totten Metro station. The NTSB says the crash was partially caused by a faulty track circuit associated with the automated system. Metro says it has made safety upgrades for customers and train conductors since then. Trains will operate in a semi-automated mode with the driver inside the operator's cab. Now, other Metro lines can expect to see automatic trains starting in 2025. Now, the money WMATA plans to save with this new automated system could mean trains running later on the weekends. Those details are in WMATA's 2026 budget proposal. WMATA's GM wants to extend hours on Friday and Saturday nights until 2 a.m. when the bars close and open stations an hour earlier at 6 a.m. on the weekends.
And a warning for you this morning, a story that might be disturbing and hard for you to hear. 2 months after human remains were found in a refrigerator, D.C. officials now identifying that woman. The District of Columbia Office of the Chief Medical Examiner says it used fingerprints to identify 44-year-old Chandra Brown. Her body was placed in a small fridge behind a Northeast apartment complex on Brook Street back in October. Investigators say Brown was found in a concrete-like substance. Officials are hoping to have answers on how she died next month. Also in D.C., police sharing new video that you're seeing here capturing the aftermath of a deadly hit-and-run crash near the Maryland border. Officers need your help, though, finding the man seen in this footage running away from the crash. You see him right here. It happened Monday night on Southern Avenue in Southeast. That's near Suitland Parkway. Officers say Omar Davis was killed. He is from Forest Heights, Maryland. If you know who the man is in this video jumping out of this Jeep and taking off right here, contact police. A frightening scene in Montgomery County when a car comes crashing through the front entrance of a Maryland store.
Yeah, firefighters say the driver first hit a car in the parking lot, then smashed into the fitness equipment store. Now you can see the damage right here in this photo. This all happened at Johnson's Fitness around 7:30 last night. Paramedics rushed to the driver and took them to the hospital. They're expected to be okay. The store had just closed, so fortunately no one was inside. It's going to remain closed until repairs are made. Investigators are looking into what caused that driver to lose control. And D.C. police are warning people about this.
Yeah, fraudulent making calls in an attempt to scare people into sending money. Police say they're calling people and telling them they have an arrest warrant or that they're in trouble for failing to appear in court for jury duty. They say then they demand money, saying it'll keep you out of jail. Police are advising you to just hang up the phone. They say police never ask for money. And police are reminding you to never share your personal information like bank accounts or social security numbers.
And a Montgomery County high school student sent to the hospital after an off-campus fight with another student.
Yeah, we're told the students involved attended 2 separate schools, Damascus and Clarksburg high schools. That's where we find DC News Now's Jean-Marie Sasay this morning. And Jean-Marie, what did the principals have to say about this?
Good morning. Yeah, both principals actually came together and wrote a joint letter to send out to families, and many of them expressed their disappointment. They called this situation very serious, and they're encouraging parents to talk to their students. Now, also in that letter, they mentioned that the altercation took place here on Wednesday and happened off campus as well, and happened during lunchtime. Now, students from both high schools were involved. One student was seriously injured after being evaluated by a school nurse. They were sent to the hospital, and the principal says that all students involved will face appropriate consequences. And they also say the incident was videotaped, and they're encouraging parents to talk to their children about spreading the video and the harm and trauma it could cause. And one student here at Clarksburg says she's not happy with what happened, but she hopes the school could improve their security measures.
I think there should be more security watching around the school to make sure that kids aren't leaving campus during lunch. The fact that such a violent thing can happen to students here is upsetting, but I'm hoping that it can show a message moving forward that we should stop violence in schools.
Now, in a statement, both principals said that they do plan to continue to use restorative practices to address, prevent conflicts around the school district, for sure. This is still an ongoing investigation. It's also in partnership with Montgomery County Police. We're now reporting in Clarksburg, Maryland. I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
All right, Yamari, thank you. Time right now is 6:09 on this Friday morning here. In Virginia, the NAACP is demanding action from a Loudoun County school after students participated in what the organization says is an insensitive Black history lesson. It reportedly happened last Thursday at Riverside High School. The NAACP says students in a dual enrollment U.S. history class were told to pass around a stem of cotton. Chapter President Pastor Michelle Thomas says as it happened, jokes were made in some classes humiliating Black students.
You have the curriculum that's teaching about the cotton gin, that's teaching about enslavement, but there's something so disconnected and something that causes harm.
In a letter sent to parents, the principal apologized for not notifying them right away. He says he accidentally sent an apology to only students.
And staying in Virginia, there's a plan hoping to lower the cost of living for families. Democrats are laying out the 5-point proposal. First, to lower the cost of medications by creating prescription drug affordability program. They want to offer a new child tax credit and program to save on child care. Also, a tax credit for first-time home buyers, plus expanding a retirement program to part-time workers. Finally, they want to close a tax loophole often used by the ultra-wealthy.
The 5-point agenda empowers families to get ahead and puts our priorities in the right place.
You don't create wealth by taxing our hardworking people who are generating jobs. It is absolutely the wrong approach.
The General Assembly session starts on January 8th. And it's the end of an era for a popular Silver Spring restaurant.
Yeah, Crisfield Seafood is closing its doors after nearly 80 years of being in business. It's been a staple in Montgomery County since 1945. The restaurant is expected to close December 22nd. It was also named by the New York Times as one of the best 25 restaurants in the D.C. area. The owners thanking all of the customers over the years, along with workers and friends on social media, saying simply, our time has come.